Friday night baseball from the Bay Area and the Oakland Coliseum. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series between the Boston Red Sox and the Oakland A's. Esteban Tavares makes his big league debut right after this. Alan Guthrie will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances.
Please.
So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Bobby Perkins is going to come on as a defensive replacement now as he takes over at first base. Into the box now, Tristan Wilkerson. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. The 2-1 home. And now look out as Ed runs in and gets him, and a very interesting start to this one.
Man, not sure if he was trying to send a message early in the game or what, but I sure hope this doesn't carry over to the rest of the game. Sometimes things like this early in the game really sets the tone for problems later, but I hope that's not the case.
Stepping in now, Anderson Mayfield. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. In there, a base hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Well, that's an aggressive tactic by the manager right there. You don't see that often.
The third baseman.
Hit and run this early in the game. That's usually saved for mid to later when you're trying to score some runs. But obviously, they have major respect for this guy on the mound today.
Into the box now, Rob Middleton. Had nibbled the corner there, but missed 2-1.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Set, and the 2-1 pitch. Oh, he wanted that one, but it misses for ball 3.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And this is going to get down for extra bases as that'll get one, if not both of them home. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
I'm sure that first run comes as a relief more than anything. They could only muster 1 run the entire previous game, so to notch that run early takes the pressure off a little bit. And with a man standing at second, they're hoping that's just the beginning.
Now at the plate, Dylan Donaldson. And you see what he's done in recent action. Obviously seeing the ball well right now. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. Mayfield, the runner at third. Middleton is at second with nobody out. Into the corner and slicing foul. The 2-2. Popped up. Rosa calls for it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. D-Row, what do you got in this lineup in the series opener?
Well, Matt, the key for me to success for this lineup is they got to be willing to come through in big spots. They got to stick to the game plan. Somebody's going to have to get a knock with 2 outs and find a way to not leave base runners stranded.
Now at the plate, Parker Salgado. And the Red Sox with an opportunity for more damage here in the first. Runners are at second and third with 1 down. 2-1 to the Red Sox first baseman.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You can see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
Now the 2-1. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Outside and a full count, 3-2. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Clyde Washington.
You know, D-Row, he is a pitcher's best friend, Clyde Washington. Down in the strike zone, he'll definitely call that ball right at the knees.
If he's consistent with it, Dan, which Clyde always is, I'm okay with it.
Fastball hit on the ground is short. Only play is going to be to first, so score it as an RBI ground out as the lead moves to 2-0 now.
Batting fifth, the center fielder, Eddie Lugo.
Standing in, Eddie Lugo, runner in scoring position with two gone. Two out here and a runner at second. Got him. Throws him on the slurve, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Red Sox 2 and the A's nothing. Derek Meeks will be the starter for the Bo Sox in this contest. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he's a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
The 3-2 pitch. Liner in there for a base hit. So here in the first inning, the leadoff man's aboard to kick things off.
I guarantee you at release point, he wanted to pull this pitch back, change up the middle of the plate.
The
usually gets deposited in the seats.
Nelson.
Standing in now, Brandon Nelson, lofted in the air out toward right center. And that's in there, base hit. Throw into second, but now a throw from the outfield will get him. How slow can you be?
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened.
Batting
it could be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
In now, Nate Okada. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. With that, let's look at the starting lineup for the hometown A's. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, Matt,
the designated hitter.
The man hitting cleanup has had a rough go of it lately. Boy, he's struggling a bit right now. And you know what? His team really needs him to turn it around. I hope he's able to get out of it in this one. He's putting in a lot of extra time, so we'll see if it pays off.
Striding in for Oakland, Mike Rex. Couple of hits in 5 trips to the plate for him back on Wednesday. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. And off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field. 2-run shot to straightaway center. 4th home run here in the early going as the A's have fought back to make this a 2-2 ball game.
Wow, he really hit that ball well. Put a great swing on it with great extension, and it sailed right out of here.
Into the box, Tommy Brewer fouled off. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Donaldson has a beat on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Now at the plate, John Leone. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Line drive to left. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
All right, guys, here's how the Oakland A's are lining up defensively. And, guys, taking a look at this defense is going to have to be stout today. Starting pitcher with an ERA north of 5 usually spells some barrels being found by the opposition. So these guys better be on their toes in this one.
Stepping in, Mike Diaz. First at bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night. The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
The 3-1. A swing and a miss, and that'll fill the count at 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. This is line to left. Tavares is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone
Batting
now.
9, the catcher, Chris Ackerman.
Stepping in now, Chris Ackerman. And that's into the corner, a foul ball in right.
He wasn't fooling anybody with that fastball. He barreled it up nice right there. He's just got to find a way to keep it fair.
Here now the 2-2. Will not catch the zone, ball 3. Tristan Wilkerson would be next. Pretty well hit deep down the line in right, but that's back into the seats, foul. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. Bottom of the 2nd inning coming up, all square at 2 apiece. Coming to the plate now, Esteban Tavares. And this at-bat marks the beginning of his big league career. An exciting moment for him.
I know exactly what this guy's feeling right now, Matty, and I can tell you this. Fact, he cannot feel his legs right now. The only thing I was concerned about my first big league AB is if the camera guys could see my legs shaking.
Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
All right, let's take a quick look at how the Red Sox set up
the first baseman.
And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5, fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, picking and grinning, keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
Now to the plate, Bobby Perkins. He'll get to take his first cuts here. The 3-2 pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The payoff pitch one more time. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
Well, he battled to get to a 3-2 count, but that pitch wasn't even close. Now he's got a man on with one out, so he's got to focus on trying to get the ground ball.
Now batting, Willie Benavides. 3 hits for him in that ball game on Wednesday. Runner at first here with 1 away in the 2-2 ball game. Pitch in the dirt, and that gets away. And a bad time for that as the runner takes second here.
Well, the graphic here isn't going to properly show just how far that pitch was from the strike zone. That thing wasn't even close, and I think it made the decision to move up a base pretty easy to make.
The 2-1 pitch. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Line toward right center. That's in there. Base hit. Perkins ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. He scores as it's now a 3-2 ball game.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Ready now, Craig Harley. And there you see the numbers over his last 8 contests. He's really been leading the charge for this team. Throw over to first, and a dive, but he's back in. Benavides, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And again a throw and a dive, but he's back in there. The 1-1, and they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. The 2-1 home in front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Here now the 2-2 gets him looking up around the letters.
Anytime you get rookies just breaking into the big leagues, you have to expect a certain amount of this. There aren't any easy at-bats at this level, and you really have to learn how to slow the game down in your head because everything feels like it's so much faster up here.
Into the box now, Alejandro Rosas. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left. We played 2 full. It's the A's 3 and the Red Sox 2. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Tristan Wilkerson. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat.
Yeah, here he is trying to keep a hitting streak alive, and he gets plunked. Like the pitcher on the mound said, here, try and hit this one. He's got a chance to make it happen right here, though.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
The 3-2 one more time. Line to the right side.
But no one can get to this one as it's down for a foul ball inside the visitors' bullpen.
Line toward the alley in left center, but this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough
Now
out number
batting,
one.
shortstop, Anderson Mayfield.
Standing in now, Anderson Mayfield. 1-2 to the Boston shortstop.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there in the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. Third inning, already a 3-2 ball game. Another 2-2 offering. He sends it out to left field. Well hit. A leap, but this is out of reach and off the wall. And the throw in gets away from him. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
And with that double, he's
third
2 for
baseman,
2
number 5.
and halfway to the cycle.
Rob
Gave it a good ride, and that's the
Middleton.
second time he's barreled up the ball. So he's seeing the ball really well. See if his teammates can pick him up and bring him home now.
Into the box, Rob Middleton. Hit the target, but this is low, 2-1.
Seems to me like they're pitching him a little bit more cautiously after that double he had his first time up.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And it's a foul ball. 1 out and a runner on second base. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Okada sprinting after it, but this will land untouched. Another try at 2-2. High in the air out to center field. Brewer is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The right fielder, number 20, Dylan Donaldson.
Now at the plate, Dylan Donaldson, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Skied into straightaway right. Okada has a read on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1 left for the Red Sox. They're down 3-2.
We're back now as the A's are ready to bat in the 3rd inning, and as they do, it's worth mentioning that their lineup has been one of the best in baseball this year. Within the league, they rank among the leaders in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. When asked about their offense, the players I talked with all brought up how multifaceted their talent is, saying they've got guys that can spray the ball around, guys that work counts and draw walks, and of course plenty of guys that can go deep and drive in runs. Their numbers certainly confirm that, guys.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Line toward the gap in left center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Boy, this has the makings of being a rough day at the office, D-Row. A
right
hit
fielder,
already
number
here in the
15.
3rd inning, and he's already allowed a few runs. He's right back in trouble again.
Yeah, heavy traffic alert, Dan, no doubt about it. That's what you want to do. You want to put the pitcher on the defensive, and early going, the first 2 innings, they were able to do that. Nothing has changed here to start the 3rd.
In now, Nate Okada. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Huge innings have begun with much
Now
less,
batting,
I can tell you that.
the designated
First
hitter,
and second, no out, and the
Mike
guy on the bump really needs a
Rex.
strikeout or a double play right here.
Stepping up to the plate, Mike Rex. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. Now the 2-1 pitch. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
Three balls and 2 strikes, a full count to the A's DH. The 3-2 pitch. Full count still. Nelson at second. Okada on at first with nobody out. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
Yeah, the pitching coach would
Now
hate to
batting,
go to the bullpen
the center
this
fielder,
early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the
Brewer.
flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Tommy Brewer. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
Now
And it's
batting,
times
left
like
fielder,
these that a pitcher feels
Esteban
awfully lonely. I can see why he didn't
Taveras.
want to be too aggressive. Last thing he wants to do is give up a grand slam to a dangerous hitter, but walking in a run is painful too. And here he is again, still with the bases loaded.
Stepping into the box, Esteban Taveras. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Taveras has been a great story in the baseball world lately. His game has taken some major strides since his early days in the minor leagues, and he's had to prove himself time and time again to get to this point.
And he's done exactly that. And I'm sure he's had to prove himself to himself at moments, had to look in the mirror and decide, is this what I want to do with the rest of my life, grinding it out on the buses in the minor leagues? But it all comes to fruition now, stepping into the batter's box in the big leagues for the first time.
And with only 1 away, no need to test it as
Now
they'll
batting,
hold tight at third base.
the first baseman, Bobby Perkins.
Digging in now, Bobby Perkins. He drew a walk his first time up. The 1-1 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2.
Hey, I love the aggressiveness right here and wanting to be a hero. But this is where you got to tell yourself to relax a little bit. I had an old coach tell me one time, when the bases are loaded, just concern yourself with getting the guy in from third.
Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
Wow, his last time out, guys were just flailing away at that slider. But tonight, completely different story. I think their approach coming to the plate tonight was to lay off that pitch until he shows he can throw it for a strike.
Hit in the air out to center field. Lugo giving chase, and he makes the play, but this should extend their lead as the runner tags from third. And the runner from third crosses the plate. It's 5-2.
Obviously, he's hoping for
next
more
for
up there with the bases
the
loaded,
third
but
baseman,
you can't be too upset
Willie
with a sac fly.
Benavides.
So coming to the plate, Willie Benavides. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Here's a fastball not close as he runs it to 2-1 now.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
Here's a fastball that's wrapped out to left center, and this is going to get down for a base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
The catcher, number 8.
Well, when your starter has a rough start, you'd like to give him some time to get out of trouble. But that's 6 runs he's given up in the early going. You have to wonder how much more time they're going to stick with him.
Digging in, Craig Harley. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue of this inning. Matt, a hit here could really fire up that dugout.
Brewer over at second. Benavides on at first with 2 down. Here's the 2-2. Still even at 2-2. That one doesn't even sniff the zone, missing very high.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Another payoff pitch. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. Salgado is there, and the side is retired. So 3 runs on only 2 hits in the inning. No errors, and 2 men left on base. On now to the top of inning number 4. The A's lead it 6-2. Digging in, Parker Salgado, 0 for 1 with a run batted in thus far.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
The count now at 2-1. Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. Okada looking up, gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 3 here in the early going. And with that, it's now a 6-3 ball game.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here is not the end of the world.
Into the box now, Eddie Lugo. And now the count is full for the Boston center fielder.
He's been getting lit up all game, and there's a common denominator. He keeps missing right down the middle of the plate. Case in point with that last one.
Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will land untouched.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with a strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Stepping in now, John Leone. Right there at the belt, 1-2 now. taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field, but that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. When that one left the bat, I wasn't sure where it was going to come down. Thought it might have a chance.
Yeah, same here, man. It kind of got lost high in the sky before it one-hopped the fence for an extra base hit. During the daytime, that thing probably would have carried out of here, but you can't complain too much about a double.
Standing in now, Mike Diaz. Fastball well outside. Hit out towards second. Oh, and he can't come up with it.
You could see that this wasn't that difficult to play as it headed up the middle, but it might have taken a funny hop there, and he couldn't make the play on it.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Hall
your
answers
attention,
the
please.
call from the pen here in the
Now
fourth
pitching
as
for
they
the
didn't
A's,
get the outing they were hoping for from their starter.
Sean Hall.
Into the box, Chris Ackerman. Right side, hit hard. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third.
Boy, that's a good piece of hitting, D-Roy, right there. Takes the pitch away and just goes ahead and slaps it to the opposite field.
Yeah, just grabbed himself an RBI right there. Didn't try and do too much. Took what the pitcher gave him, and it worked out.
In now, Tristan Wilkerson. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're two down.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. It might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead, against the fastball, Wade had no chance to put that ball in play.
Stepping in now, Anderson Mayfield. Oh, and this takes off on him as it's over his head. And he'll come in to score from second base, and that is a direct result, obviously, of that poor throw.
Usually these guys turn the 6-4-3 double play in their sleep, but it looks like he rushed the feed there and it sailed over the second baseman's head.
Standing in now, Rob Middleton, heading out towards shallow right. Okada waits on it, and that's the third out. So they pick up 3 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. 3 errors in the inning, and 2 left. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The A's lead this one 6-5. Back at the Oakland Coliseum, and before we go much further, let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I talked to manager Bob Melvin during the break about his thoughts on the A's hitters to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said it's been a really complete effort from his hitters today that's resulted in them averaging 2 runs per inning right now. The table setters are doing their job, and the guys behind them have risen to the challenge of getting them home. There are a lot of happy hitters and coaches down here, guys.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Ready once again, Alejandro Rosas. Line towards center field. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3. So a good start to the inning for the A's as their leadoff hitter reaches base safely.
And they've had some good at-bats against him all game long. It seems like it's just been hard hit after hard hit. As we take a look at his line here, the numbers do not lie. This has not been one of his better outings, and he'd be the first to tell you that.
Digging in once again, Brandon Nelson. He singled his last time up. The 1-1 home. There he goes. Strike called. Now the throw down. And he is in there. So he's in safely following the stolen base, and running has been made a priority on this team here in the early going as we view the league leaderboard for team stolen bases. And we see that these guys currently sit 5th best in the American League in that category. Both teams with 6 hits so far. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Classic slider down and away for the
right
strikeout
fielder,
there.
number 50.
Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Into the box now, Nate Okada, swing and a liner, and that's in there, base hit. Throw comes into third now, so they're at the...
And as we take a look at his line here, he might not know all the specifics,
hitter,
but he knows he hasn't been pitching all that well in this one. Sometimes it happens, you start a game and never completely get into that rhythm. Seems to be the case here.
Here comes the Red Sox manager up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So a less than stellar performance here tonight as he makes the early exit and forces that bullpen into action much earlier than anticipated. Walter Benson is going to jump into this one much earlier than I think he ever anticipated. In now, Mike Rex. Strike 3 called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this.
Runner on first in a double play situation, so you expect to see a lot of pitches down to the zone. So I think that pitch up right there was a good one. Obviously, the double play is more efficient, but you're always going to take a K when you're on the mound.
Stepping in now, Tommy Brewer can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1 and 2. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Curveball just about rung him up, but it's to 2 and 2.
He executed that 1-2 curveball pretty well. I think that's right where he wanted it to end up, but he couldn't get him to chase at it. We'll see what they go with now after that didn't work out.
The 2-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. The 2-2 pitch. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
He's set. The 3-2. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Here's a look over to first, just keeping him close. And this one misses here. A close pitch on 3 and 2, but Clyde Washington rules it ball 4.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Striding into the box, Esteban Tavares. He's still hitless in the majors after 2 at-bats. No doubt he'd like to turn that 0 batting average into a .333 here.
Yeah, you just don't have the opportunities to fail when they invest minimal money in you. It shows how hard this guy has had to work to grind through the minor leagues and get to this point.
Rosas on third, Okada on second, Brewer at first, 2 out in the inning. Lifted in the air out to left. Diaz on the move. He's got it, and they get out of the jam unscathed. A's threaten, but leave them loaded as it remains a 6-5 ball game. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Well, Matt, I talked with manager Alex Cora during the break about his thoughts on the Red Sox hitters to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said it was clear his guys were locked into their at-bats from the very first pitch, and that's something they emphasized in the pregame meetings. He's happy they got the message, as now they've gotten into the bullpen, and they put up some solid run production in the early part of this game.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Dylan Donaldson. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
And there are the final numbers for the Oakland starter. And clearly he was off his game this evening.
One of the tough things to do when you're trying to have a good pitching performance is keep the ball in the ballpark. He was filling up the strike zone, but he did allow 2 home runs.
5 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point.
Outside, 2-1. Looks like a right-hander's gotten up to throw now in the Oakland pen. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fly ball right down the line in left. Tavares is in pursuit, and they can't run it down. A payoff pitch one more time. He is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Offense apparently not hard to come by tonight as you get a look at our line score through the first half of the ball game. And boy, the runs have been coming fast and furious so far. Ready for another shot now, Eddie Lugo. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Drilled right back up the middle, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Standing in now, John Leone. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. 5 runs, 7 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second just because he took the first one that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Okada is there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Red Sox leave 1. Still a tight ball game. It's 6-5. So digging in now, Bobby Perkins earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. 2-1 to the A's first baseman. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 2-1 home. Runs a bit inside for a ball.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
Shot toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, another leadoff knock right there. This game has been full of offense, full of traffic on the base pass. Let's see who's going to get that big double in the gap.
Into the box now, Willie Benavides. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Perkins aboard here at first with nobody out. Runner goes for second. Fouled away. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now. Craig Harley is on deck. The 3-2 pitch. This is foul right side. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
It's all a part of learning how to pitch in the big leagues. Major league hitters will not bail you out by swinging at pitches out of the zone. So he's going to have to continue to learn how to get guys out at this level.
Coming to the plate now, Craig Harley. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. First and second here with nobody out. He takes the changeup the other way out toward right center. Calling for it, Lugo. 1 away.
Up next for Oakland, the shortstop, Alejandro Rosas.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Alejandro Rosas. He's 2 for 3 thus far. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. A double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3, but it's not in time, and the inning will continue.
Great job
now
of hustle there by the base runner.
Baseman,
that looked like an
Brandon
easy ending double play. Now runners at first and third with 2 outs.
Into the box now, Brandon Nelson. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch in the dirt and blocked behind the plate. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. So the lead runner holds on, but the trailer will take second. The 2-2 pitch. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
With the meat of the order due up next, you can probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
The payoff pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Salgado in foul ground, but this will land untouched. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Hit hard on the ground to second. On to first, and the A's fail to cash in here as the side is retired. A's strand a couple. They lead it, however. It's 6-5. In now, Mike Diaz. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. The 1-1 home. He's taken high above the zone. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Now the 2-1 pitch. Just catches the inside corner for strike 2.
Snuck that high hard one by him without a swing, but that's a pitch and location he can do a lot of damage with. Got to be careful doing that.
Hit out towards second. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first.
Man, they say good baseball is contagious, and so is bad baseball. Apparently, 4 errors for them now. If they win this thing, it will definitely be despite their gloves.
Stepping up now, Chris Ackerman. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Ground ball foul down the left side. And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. Back in standing. And another snap throw to the bag, keeping particularly close tabs on him. A bouncer up the middle. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
Now's a good time for your pitcher to take a deep breath. He still has the lead, although it probably doesn't feel like it. So he can't worry about how he got into this mess. He just has to figure out how to get out of this mess.
Mario Villarreal takes the mound now, and it appears he's being brought in to face the right-handed batter who waits next.
Yeah, you usually don't hear the term righty specialist very often, but that's kind of how they're using him here, Matt. Most hitters have a harder time against pitchers of the same handedness, so we'll see if this move pans out.
Tristan Wilkerson will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. Set. Here's the 3-1. Now a swing and a fly ball. And no one will track it down. Ready now. 2-strike pitch on its way. Left center, base hit. And they're content to play station to station here as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
Hey, there's another base knock right there. Hitting streak now up to 8 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, 8 games. Now, man, we're starting to think about it a little bit. You know, you get past that week, you just know you're locked in. They start talking 8 games, now you're like, all right, I got a nice little hitting streak going.
The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. Diaz at third, Ackerman at second, Wilkerson at first with no outs. Into center field, line drive base hit. And the tying run is in to score from third. It's a 6-6 ball game.
Hey, Dero, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing them softly, station to station with those knocks.
Into the box, Rob Middleton. On the ground to short. This could be 2. 1 there. On to first, and it's a double play, although the run does come in to score from third.
The right fielder, number 20.
Bases loaded. Last thing you want to do is ground into a double play, and that's just what he does. 1 run scores, but you don't get an RBI in that spot. That's a rally killer.
Stepping in now, Dylan Donaldson, and he fouls this one off. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Tavares has a play, and that ends the inning. So 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, and a runner left. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up. The Red Sox on top, 7-6.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Madsen
your
enters
attention,
to
please.
do the pitching in the bottom
Now
of the
pitching
6th.
for Boston, number 35, Jay Madsen.
Leading off the inning, Nate Okada, and they'll need him to get something going here. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that'll get by and on through towards the wall. He'll get it into second. And he will get there as the A's have themselves a leadoff double.
Man, that's got to sting for the pitcher and his teammates. They just get on the board and are feeling good about themselves, looking for a shutdown inning so that they can get some more runs on the board. But instead, this guy blasts a leadoff double. Getting that shutdown inning is going to be a lot tougher now.
In now, Mike Rex. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Madsen is a fairly prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a lot of strikeouts, and that clearly helps him through the tough spots like the one he finds himself in here.
Matty V, let me tell you something. What makes this guy so special? He's like his own relief pitcher for a relief pitcher. He gets into trouble, and what does he do? He kind of puts it in 5th gear, and he just takes it up another notch. Not a lot of guys can do what this guy does. He can pitch in a couple of different gears, and when he puts that thing in full drive, he's nearly impossible to make contact off of.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. And some action now in the Boston bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, his second of the game, as they grab an 8-7 lead in this seesaw game.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
Into the box now, Tommy Brewer starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2. Both teams with an even 10 hits in the ballgame. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Lugo is there. 1 out.
Up next for Oakland, the left fielder, Esteban Taveras.
Next up for the A's, Esteban Taveras. 0 for 3 on the day so far. He doesn't seem to have the idea on the major league pitching thing yet, but he could turn his day around with a hit here.
Oh, there's definitely some diamonds that fall through the cracks, and this is obviously one of them. You root for guys like this, late round draft picks that have had to work so hard to get here.
And he will get in there with his first big league hit, a double. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Esteban Taveras has just collected his first hit in the big leagues. And as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play it cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
Into the box, Bobby Perkins. Skied into straightaway right. Donaldson sprinting after it. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
The third baseman, number 7, Willie Benavides.
At the plate, Willie Benavides. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. Three and 1. Here it is. Hit on the ground out to short. And the off-balance throw is right there for the 3rd out. And a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. But the Athletics strike for 2, both coming on this 2-run home run. The 5, 6, and 7 hitters to start the 7th. It's the A's 8 and the Red Sox 7. Back here at the Coliseum in Oakland. It's been a high-scoring affair thus far as we take a look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Striding in once again, Parker Salgado. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
Hard sinker misses. 2-2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And no one will track it down. Sinker. 3-2 now.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
Popped him up. Harley shading to his right. 1 out.
The center fielder, number 7, Eddie Lugo.
At the plate, Eddie Lugo. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. The 2-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Really good late bite on that slider right there.
The best
number
ones
10,
have
that late action that just starts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Standing in now, John Leone. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. 2 out, nobody on. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. It's stretch time here in Oaktown. Oakland is on top in this one, 8-7.
Your attention, please.
It's the call now from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
David Felton.
Now in the box, Craig Harley. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. The 2-1 home. Hit hard up the middle. And there's a base hit. So a chance for some insurance here to start out the home half of the 7th.
Now batting, the shortstop, Alejandro Rosa.
So the Oakland lineup turns over, and to the plate, Alejandro Rosa. He's 2 for 4 in the ball game. It's 2-1 to the A's leadoff batter. Harley gets his lead at first, nobody out. And there he goes towards second. Bounce to first. He's got it, and this will work as a sacrifice as they get the out at first, but the runner moves into scoring position at second base.
Second baseman, Brandon Nelson.
Standing in, Brandon Nelson. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. The 1-2 sinks below the knees, taken for a ball. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. The 3-2 pitch, and that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with only 1 away.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit in the heart of the zone. So no harm done. Force out anywhere now.
So stepping in, Nate Okada. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at-bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
Looking for the K. Here's the pitch. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. First and second now, 1 man out. Line to the right side, but a foul ball. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Diaz giving chase. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
The batter, the designated hitter, Mike Rex.
Ready to take his hacks again, Mike Rex, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
We all know this guy's a real good fastball hitter. We saw how far he could hit one. He got a fastball that he liked, and he turned that thing around.
And the third baseman is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. A's strand a couple. They hold on to their slim 8-7 lead.
Your attention,
D'Amico
please.
has been summoned
Now
from the
pitching
bullpen
for
as
the
he'll do
A's.
so to start the 8th.
Number 33, Ian D'Amico.
Striding in for Boston, Mike Diaz. He reached base on an error and later came around to score last time up.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Man, that's a tough one to
batter,
swallow. You're
the
hanging
catcher,
on to a slim
Chris
lead, and the last thing you
Ackerman.
want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you. So we'll see if that's the case here.
So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Chris Ackerman, and he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. The 1-1 home. Hit pretty well out to deep left field. Tavares racing back, and this will kick off the base of the wall.
Hey, Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey,
next for the
he'll
Red
take
Sox,
3 for 4 every
the
day of the
second
week.
baseman.
Yeah, in today's
Tristan
day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer,
Wilkerson.
a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Tristan Wilkerson. Well hit to right, but that's a foul ball. D'Amico, a California-born ball player. This is his 6th season for him in the big leagues. Ready to deliver the 1-2, and it's fouled away. Possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away. Time now for our starter comparison, and that tells the story. As you can see, neither guy able to get past 5 innings. Ready for another chance? Anderson Mayfield. He'll look to keep it going. 3 for 4 so far in the ball game. The 1-1. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. A bouncer to the left side. And indeed, he'll not even try as he goes to first, and that means 2 men are in scoring position now with 2 away.
Next for the Red Sox, the third baseman, Rob
Next up
Middleton.
for the Red Sox, Rob Middleton, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
The set and the 2-1. Oh, textbook slider there, and he's back at even 2-2. Two and two. Here it is. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Brewer on the move. He's got it, and they get out of the jam unscathed. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. Home half of the 8th, straight ahead. The A's lead it 8-7.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Ventura
your attention
is on to
please.
pitch out of the bullpen
Now
in the
pitching
bottom
for the Red
half of the
Sox.
8th.
Number 61, Jesus Ventura.
Striding in, Tommy Brewer. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Loves hitting left-handed off of right-handed pitchers, hitting over 300 against right-handed pitching.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Sometimes we use the phrase runs coming at a premium, but it's fair to say that none of us will be saying that tonight as we check out our line score. Neither pitching staff has really even showed up. Stepping in, Esteban Tavares. He's 1 for 4 for the game. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. But this will land untouched. One out, nobody on. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Lugo is after it. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Now batting, first baseman, Bobby Perkins.
Settling in now, Bobby Perkins. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A ball and 2 strikes. A little low. It's 2-2.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
The 2-2. Squared that one up just a little late.
Can't imagine he comes back with a 3rd breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
The 2-2 one more time. And another foul ball. This is line to left. Into the concrete staircases and gone. A solo shot here to left. second home run early in the year as they've taken a 2-run lead. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the 4th to leave the yard so far.
Matty V, this is just one of those days where the ball seems to be flying, D-Row. The hitter's on point. The pitchers aren't making very good pitches.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's all about executing pitches, and they're not doing it today. They're leaving a lot of balls over the heart of the plate, and this offense, both offenses are taking advantage.
2 out, nobody on. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. The A's strike for 1 on the solo homer. Last chance now coming up for the Red Sox. It's the A's 9 and the Red Sox 7.
Your
Brendan
attention, please.
Langley comes on
Now
from the
pitching
pen,
for
hoping
the
to finish
A's.
this one off here in the
Number
top
41,
of the 9th.
Brendan Langley.
Kicking off the top of the 9th, Dylan Donaldson, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a closer.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
And in a 2-run game right here, you really don't want to walk the leadoff guy to start an inning. You've got to keep that tying run in the on-deck circle as long as you can.
3-2 pitch. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that.
Now
I mean,
batting,
it's better to battle a slugger
baseman,
like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up. He can really hurt you.
So striding forward now, Parker Salgado. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, this one's going to upset him for a little bit. You make the pitcher work the way he did right there, and that's the end result. That one sticks with you for a while.
And he is safe at second base as the decision to move up pays off, and that'll likely be scored a wild pitch.
And as a closer, a wild pitch is the last thing you want to do. His job was to finish this thing off, and he just made his job a lot more difficult. We'll see if he can get dialed in again here on the next pitch.
The 2-1 pitch is a fastball off the plate away, and it's 3-1 now. Eddie Lugo, who represents the possible go-ahead run here, waits in the on-deck circle. The 3-1 is in there for a full count now, 3-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
In now, Eddie Lugo, fouled off. Donaldson leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. To the right side and through, a base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
the designated
there's
hitter.
Another opposite base hit right there, Dero. It's turning April showers into May foulers right now.
There's no doubt about it. This guy has gotten off to a hot start, but it's his ability to use the whole field. That's what's made the difference. He's not just pull happy or trying to push everything the other way. He's taking what the pitcher's giving.
Into the box now, John Leone. To second for one, on to first, and he rolls the double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Hey, there was no reason to panic. He gave up a hit, but he comes right back and gets a double play to end this thing. Great resiliency right there to secure the save and the victory for the team.
9-7, the final score in this ball game. The Athletics earn the win, although in sloppy fashion with 4 errors in the field. Mario Villarreal earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. Brendan Langley records the save, his 5th of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Athletics, 9 runs on 13 hits. 4 errors, they left 11 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 59 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.